Welcome back to another day here on Earth. Things are going pretty good. It's been really quiet today. We saw some very interesting things last night in our sleep, and when we woke up, the things that we did the day before manifest themselves to us. Received a message almost identical to the video I made yesterday. So that's confirmation that what we were doing worked, which is really cool. And we're carrying on. Have a lecture inside. I'll post on the front of this, and it's actually ironically, it's covering an area that one of my subscribers or viewers mentioned on the video I made yesterday regarding Aether, Aether. And I saw his comment, ironically, after I finished drawing what I was drawing on the board. Whoa. Got a call from my partner. Says his daughter's applying for the Space Force, and you can't make this stuff up. I mean, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And free your mind and go there. One day you'll wake up on a spaceship, maybe. That's the way it is for me. I've always picked a destination, and as long as you have a passport and a destination and a time, you just get on the airplane and you go. And I guess that's kind of the whole point right now is picking a destination with an idea in mind, what you want to see, what you're going for, that dream inside, and then following through. And that can be anything. It can be learning how to ride a bicycle, learning how to tie your shoes, learning how to make a casserole, learning how to build a space station from scratch using just ideas and what we see. Because everything starts with an idea. Okay, we've gathered our whole consciousness inside from a lifetime of experience and interaction with the world. We've created our boundaries based upon constructs that of a system that we've bought into. Buildings, squares, little boxes. We can fit all of our ideas into these little boxes, and then we stack them on top of each other, and we're just a stack of ideas, thrown on the floor in some sweatshop on the other side of the world, waiting to be taken. And in our old currency, in our old system, all of those little ideas just waited out there, and they remained, I guess, three-dimensional, and it took a lot of energy to make a certain thing, a little idea, come to life. You need some, divine intervention. You need some magic. You need a lot of elbow grease, a lot of work takes going into it. But now that we're in the age of the computers and we're starting to tap into our technology, we can see that those things can happen rapidly, very, very fast. And so the time and the space that it takes to make something has exponentially decreased. It's in a matter of seconds now. Before, something could take a matter of years, and on and on and on, and centuries, and always trying to get back to the machine, and then they exterminate humanity, and then we're trying to get back to the machine, back inside, back to the control of the machine, so that we can explore space and go to those other places and outside of our bubble, into other worlds and other consciousnesses and other places. But that all starts with you. That all starts with me. That all starts with each person and the reality that they hold on to, and the vision that they see, and the information that comes to them, by seeing freely and opening up to things that are, I guess, sometimes very strange, very profound, very, very conflicting with the mainstream. We get back to the point where we're fed up with the mainstream. We're done with it. They lie to us, and we search for truth, and we all know what we want. We all want peace, and we want love, and we want freedom from this drama, and we want to interact with the others, and we want to, play and live in a beautiful world, live in a beautiful life. And that's not something that should turn around every 2 to 4 years or 4 to 8 years. That should be now. That should be always. That should be a peace of mind, and realizing that, like, all of us have what we all need to look out after each other. We don't need to rely on anything or anybody. And if we lift our vibration and get into the realms of love, and can feel that genuinely for everyone, no matter what, even the hard times, even the people that come around and you just, it makes you angry when they're around. There's something about that. It represents something. Your beef is not with them. The beef is with what's going on. There's a higher purpose, like, serving right there. And the way you interpret that situation is the way your mind grows. You can focus minutely on the idiosyncrasies of the situation itself and try to extrapolate information based upon constructs that have been laid out before you, like the structure. Or you could maybe look at it as free-flowing energy just passing through, and be in presence of where you're at in your whole situation. A situation could present itself from you 10 feet in front of you, but the thought could come from light years away. Does that make sense? So don't be fooled into thinking that you're living in their reality. You're living in your reality. And the reason why we're in the situation right now that everybody's on lockdown is because we've come to the point where everyone's reality has woken up and said, hey, I don't know if I want that totalitarian reality anymore. I want the keys to the macabre. I want the golden Ferrari, the magic Lamborghini, the magic carpet through time and space. And I want to go there, and I want to dream big and see blue skies. And I have to be thankful for where I'm at right now. And I'm so appreciative of what I have in this moment in isolation. I have a little bubble that the universe has given me, that I've created out of my own subconscious through just by being born. I came to this place and have rediscovered myself over and over and over and over. And I'm not special in that way. It's been terrifying to have to walk a separate path other than everyone else, and search for a truth that you believe in so deeply that you come to the point of right now inside, and you are your own little universe, and you are projecting out there. And we have a choice. We have a choice of what we're going to project. Are we going to project love and happiness and peace and collective consciousness where we know what's right and we know what's wrong, and we don't tolerate certain things under any philosophy or religion or control? from a system that all people are equally under one law, that they can't be bought or sold, that, you know, a woman has a right to grow and be a woman, and her virginity is sacred to her, and that can be sold without her permission. You know, what if she wants to do? We have to take these things away. We have to change our subconscious. We have to stop eating bats and wild animals, and there's a balance. There's a balance to everything, and we search for that balance. And there's places for the critters all over the world, and we can solve all of our problems here on Earth. You know, just have to move some things around and work with what we've got. But the point is, we have a choice to see where that goes. And I'm really excited to be looking into a career in the Space Force, because I think that would be super cool. Just sounds amazing. I know this might sound crazy, and why me, and like, why give me a chance? Well, because we have to look in other places. We have to explore other realms of the universe, and we have to, like, open up the love of humanity against the forces of darkness. We can rise up into a new level, a new vibration, into a new consciousness. And where ants crawl on the ground and shelter under blades of grass, you know, we keep our heads in the sky and tiptoe around them as well. And everything has a reason, and everything has its place. And we learn to communicate with each other without the system, through the system. But we control which direction it goes. We won't be taken by digital technology. We're not going to be overtaken by those guys. And bring the wind. Get Team America on my side. What do you want to say? Let's do it. Why wouldn't you? Let's go. Step through that Stargate. Let's build it. Let's go. Let's explore new worlds and conquer evil with love. And where they shout their propaganda, we will simply shine light. In the times that we live in, we'll move faster and faster, and we'll be in the places that we've always been, soaring through the heavens, the cosmos, finding the balance in the world, just observing how beautiful it really is. Almost like a hologram. It will change over time and time again. One day, there will be a launch site in this field, and we'll be shooting missions up to space to land on the moon and then colonize Mars again, because the people on Mars need to be liberated. You might think I'm crazy, but this is all in the realms of what's going on here. You think there wasn't anybody on Mars? You think there's nobody on Mars? Why do you think that? Did they tell you that? Did they say there's nobody on Mars? How do they know? Can't you hear them? I mean, the Greeks are talking about them all the time. Apollo, travel amongst the stars. Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, of the sea. These things don't just disappear. They're forever here. And it's your choice if you want to see into the higher realms of those sentient beings, those eternal sentient beings. I don't want to say sentient. Maybe that's not the word. Connect. So I bring the wind. I bring the change. Because I don't fear it. I'm not afraid. I know exactly what's going on. I'm just going to give it some love. That's what I got for you today. Kept it under 17 minutes, and that's what I'm working on. Short and sweet, to the point. Wish you guys have a good day, and we'll check back later. If you like this content, click subscribe and comment on what you'd like to hear about and any suggestions. No haters, but I'll take it anyway, because I like thoughts, I like ideas. Throw them on me.